Yeah, that's fucked.
Yeah.
What up, guys?
What is this?
This is the new World Cup.
What is
this
up?
Is the cup
What is up?
round.
What is up? Hello, everybody.
That's right. What is it, next
Looking at
weekend? Yeah.
No, 2 weeks. 2 weeks
2
from
weeks.
now.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Hey,
Further than
Dalton,
the
did you
last
see the
World Cup,
lane
to be honest.
that you kept shooting me on over the top of that pin on this map? On that map?
Yeah, I mean, so off the break, I shot straight in between the wedges right here, back towards y'all. Like maybe 2 or 3 balls. If they didn't hit, oh well. I would come to this wedge and then do a drop shot on the.
On the other wedge.
No, a drop shot
shot-
on the.
Juice
Yeah, I know I
balls.
shot you, but I
Alrighty,
was
guys,
actually
listen, we
the-
are
the juice box at the time.
live. It
You
is
stuck your head
game
in the way.
time. We need to get this up and running, ready to go. We are having a couple of technical
Alright, well,
difficulties
let's
here this evening, so we will not get
Yeah, y'all
the
ready?
actual
Y'all
scores
good?
posted, unfortunately, for the maps.
alright,
But
y'all
I am here
got
as your
it.
commentator. I am
long
here
as,
ready to get after it.
Casper good?
Let's get after
yeah,
some
oh, yeah,
fantastic
yeah.
snapshot gameplay. Are we
Yeah,
ready,
he's already casted. I
teams?
just looked at my phone.
Okay.
Damn. You can play like that, huh?
So, what map are you guys banning first? Since you guys are.
So
We are banning
we're gonna.
Fab.
Yeah, we're banning Fab No 50.
Alrighty, we got Fab
gonna
No
ban
50 getting
Cup
done right from the
2001.
beginning. Not
Alright.
looking for those shots. What else are we going to be banning here, everyone?
And then
It's just picks.
yeah, our first map will be what did we just say?
Mercy.
Sunshine.
Sit down, Mercy.
Sunshine.
Damn.
Damn.
I'll wait for
Alright, who do we want to run?
Casper real quick.
Sunshine
Oh,
will
yeah.
run the original line first.
Yeah.
Damn.
We should
Oh.
just sit up
We'll
first.
sit off
switches.
the first one.
Gotcha.
Alright, guys, we are good to go. You guys start whenever you'd like to.
Good
The
luck, boys.
cast is up. We
Let's
are
stay,
live. Let's get after it.
Let's try to
We
make sure
got
he's good.
the. Hold on. Get the point. Get the concede button up.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, concede
yeah.
button.
Alright, for y'all at home checking in to watch this game, unfortunately we are having a little bit of technical difficulties here on my end, on the casting end. I will take the blame for that. But we are going to get these points up and rolling here shortly, and we will get some, as Elmo would say, hot snapshot going here shortly. Alright, we do have Uncle Daddy's Badies, B-A-D-D-I-E-S versus D-O-A. Alright, we're gonna check in, see what they are saying here in the pits. Alright guys, Bay are back on the global chat. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we
I don't like this.
No, you can't.
Yeah, switches stay over
Yeah,
here, man.
you gotta.
Alrighty, y'all, we're getting after it. This week we got a Drizzle, Reflex, Bosco, and Daddy over here on the blue team. And we're off. Doubling off, stayed out in the open. Looks like Sparsky picked off early from Daddy. Cheeto out into the God. Does pick off Bosco. We're down to a 3-on-3, 3-on-2. Reflex in the middle. A Drizzle really stayed outside that can. Daddy looking across the field, holding down that Dorito. Looks like Chief we have in the middle of the field. Still a 2-on-3. Looks like Spark shooting back into the snake, not letting anyone get wide. Reflex up the middle into that brick. And looks like Sparks picks him off. We're down to a 2-on-2. Chief picks off another. Sparks and Chief taking on Daddy. Don't get that confused with the law, Daddy. But he does seem to pick one up. Picks up 2 and gets the point. Clutch, clutch, clutch. Alrighty, guys. 1 point. Sounds like we need a little bit of hydration. Alright, let's check this out. Sparks, Chief, Cheeto, and a Jake from State Farm. Sparks out to the can. Chief goes to the middle. Let him no one get wide on the Doritos side. Cheeto shooting heads up, looking at Daddy, and the God is shooting back across into the Doritos. Looks like very conservative breakouts, getting into the bunkers, and Chief picks off Bosco up through the middle. Looks like Jake Ducks make it into that God bunker. Is he going to make it up into the snake? No, still shoot across the field. It is a 4-on-3 here. Looks like Jake does finally get up into the snake. Let's take a wide angle here. Shooting across the field. So Chief gets picked off, and we're back to a 3-on-2. Daddy into the God, and looks like A Drizzle back there at the can, and Reflex still alive. Sparks and Jake from State Farm cross up. Sparks get a little aggressive, down a body, up into that middle brick. Looks like Daddy's trying to wrap that W into the snake, and looks like Sparks get picked off, and it is a 1-on-3. Better call your insurance company. You are in trouble. Jake from State Farm asking him to hit the button, and they finally see him. Well, 2-0. Let's take a look here from the snake. Little wide angle for the people. That looks like very conservative breakout. Sparks getting wide out into the Dorito. Gets picked off. Oh, God gets Daddy. Oh, my. Sparks into the D3. Shooting down the lane. A Drizzle taking a look at him. Cheeto running up through the middle. Looks like he's going to pick off Reflex. Gets one. Bosco does keep an eye out, though. Picks him off pretty good. Oh, looks like Bosco trades out with Jake from State Farm. Sparks and Jake running up. Looks like it's A Drizzle left at the can. And wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. That's it. That's all she wrote. 1-2. See quite a bit of action in the chat over there. Everything's looking good. Hope you guys are having a good time at home. Let's go back to the home bunker. Take a closer look at this breakout. Alright, Sparks. Chief, Sparks picks off one. Trying to get a little aggressive there on the Dorito side. Fantastic shot off through the middle. Looks like Jake does get up into the snake. Cheeto into that God bunker. Sparks sneaking up underneath him into that 50 brick. Looks like Sparks gets picked off. Jake up into the snake too. Cheeto filling strong, and Chief trying to shoot heads up down to the tape on the Dorito side. Looks like it was just Reflex left, and we've tied it all up. 2-2. Yeah, that cooldown period, I do see you there, Nate, in the chat. For y'all that are not familiar with the VRML, if you happen to switch teams at any point during the season, there is a 2 to 3 week cooldown period, depending on the day depending on the day in which you leave. Some people are making some mid-season moves here right after the mid-season cup, trying to get ready for the playoffs. All right, A Drizzle picked off. Bosco shooting at that Dorito side. Reflex, not really shooting much. Kind of taking a look at the D50, but no one sees Jake from State Farm up into the snake. Cheeto fills into the God bunker, and Daddy's still shooting across the field, trying to gun battle over there with Sparks in the D3. Looks like Chief did fill up into the D1. Oh, and Reflex with a great shot, but gets picked off by Cheeto. That is some finger-licking good snapshot action. Daddy takes out Cheeto, and that's it. That's all she wrote. All right, we're going to drop back in. Let's take a look from this angle. See what we're looking at with Bosco, A Drizzle, Reflex, and Daddy. A little bit more aggressive. Looks like they got one off the break. Back things back up here. We'll take an aerial view, drop it low. Bosco up through the middle, picks off Jake, and gets taken out by Chief. It looks like it is a 1-on-2. Chief moving back to the can, then getting wide out into the Doritos. Really trying to get an angle here. Take a close up here at Chief. Shooting down into what we would call that juice box there on the Dorito side. Taking a peek at the inside. Shooting back up. Reflex coming up through the middle. And gets Chief. 2-4. Minute 33 left. Take a 50 breakout look. Take a look at both teams. Majors lots wide to the Dorito side. Looks like he gets picked off early. Bosco, Reflex, and Daddy all left. Sparks does get picked off. Cheeto and Chief looking at another 2-on-2 opportunity here. Daddy shooting across the field. He likes that Dorito side. Surprising. You think he'd go after something like a Cheeto. And there it is. Daddy gets the Cheeto. Chief up into the D1. Reflex still at the home, moving up slowly. Daddy getting aggressive up into that snake. Really buying time, playing great snapshot here. Chief looking left, looking right, gets picked off. Reflex gets another. Ladies and gentlemen, we have some good snapshot action here this evening. Alrighty, 2-5, 1 minute left. Got to get a little bit aggressive. Cheeto back up into that brick, ranking a move up through the middle. Looks he picks off Bosco with a trade out. It's a 3-on-1. They're going to have to push. They're going to make up 3 points in under 50 seconds. Sparks, Chief, Jake. Let's take a rundown. Look at Reflex all alone. And trades out. 3-5, 42 seconds. It's not impossible. I still think Drinking Buddies Season 2 had the fastest point in Snapshot history with just 3 seconds. So it's possible. It can get done. Some of y'all may remember that meme from last year. That was fantastico. Alrighty, Reflex, Agers, Bosco getting aggressive, holding down that Dorito side. Chief up into that middle wedge. Daddy, of course, looking at that Dorito side. Gets picked off. We're down to 30 seconds. 2-on-2. Reflex just ghosts in the middle of the field. And we're down to a 1-on-1. Got to get this point if you want to win this match. Or at least get close to a tie. Reflex is hanging out in the corner. Doesn't look like Jake from State Farm knows it's just a 1-on-1. Reflex is here just to hide. 13, 12, 11, 10. And he gets it. 10 seconds. It's doable, ladies and gentlemen. Well, this is the match we were hoping for. Close score, 4-5, 10 seconds left. Got to hold your lanes, play a little defensive to get this last point. Lock it down. Listen to them roll. 2-on-2, 2-1. Just not in time. 4-5, match 1. And again, my apologies for y'all at home. For the technical difficulties, we will not be updating these scores in between or the maps. We will get this dialed in before next round. But let's check in with the teams and see what's going on here in the pits.
Freaking Bosco. Freaking.
Oh, okay. Good deal.
Here's switches. Can you for this one?
Yeah, switches coming in for this one.
Yeah, switches and Jake will switch.
Jake from State Farm
Oh,
taking
so-
a seat.
They picked what we wanted to play and then what.
And
Let's go,
switches coming in.
play. So
The switch, the switcheroo, the switchster.
Let's see.
It's like
let's
a
go.
pre-meeting
Let's
worked
go. You guys want to
Go
go
Lone Star.
German or no?
Don't you?
Let me see German.
What do you think?
No, this is Herman.
No, this is
No,
Mid-Atlantic.
This is Mid-Atlantic.
Atlantic.
You want to do Mid Atlantic, Cheeto?
oh yeah, I don't know. What do you want
I
to do?
mean, you
Okay,
put it
let's see
on.
how-
I mean, we could
We
do
will
either
come back
this
to that.
one or we
Not
could do
too
German.
much action there. Again, having a couple technical difficulties here on our end this evening. We will get it dialed in though. Looks like we heard rumors of Mid-Atlantic for the next round. Let's go ahead and take a look at the field layout once it does get updated here. Looks like we are go time. Alrighty, looks like Drizzle, Bosco, Reflex, Daddy keeping it the same. 4 runners got the win last point. Let's see if we can do it in round 2 and secure this a W for Uncle Daddy's. Drizzle, Reflex gets picked off early. Drizzle out into the can. Looks like they have a D1 and Cheeto up into the D wedge there. Sparks does look across the field. Bosco, and let's take a look at the snake. Daddy all alone. Switches, picks off one in the snake. Bosco running up through the middle. Gets Cheeto. Sparks is still there. Switches up into the snake. Picks somebody off over there. Looks like we're down to a 1-on-3. Switches, runs up, and comes off the bench. Hot, hot, hot. Ready to go. Again, looking good. Sorry to take a look at the breakout here on this side of the field. Looks like Switches got into the snake quite quickly there on a pretty open lane. Really got to cover that. Don't let them get into that easily. Switches does go up into the God right away. Chief into the W. Chief and then Cheeto back up into that wedge. All the way up to the 50 brick. Making a run through. Picks off one. And does get picked off by Reflex or Daddy on the other side. Sparks out into the D3. Switches does make it up into the snake yet again. Chief does a fantastic job filling in. Switches up into the snake too. And it looks like they make a trade across at the D3 and that God bunker. Reflex gets shot in the back. Daddy coming down the snake tape. And we're up 2-0. Sparks staying alive all alone on the Dorito side. Just kind of hanging out saying, what's up, y'all? Nothing. 4 minutes 9 seconds. We are back. Ajizzle, Bosco, Reflex, Daddy holding that snake lane this time, not letting Switches get into the snake. Gets picked off from across the field. Cheeto wraps that Dorito wedge. Sparks moving back to the middle. Switches just running down the snake yet again, showing that value off the bench and just getting after it. Take a look into the corner. Ajizzle gets picked off by the tape down from Sparks. Well, after losing the first match, coming out hot with a 3-0 lead, 3 minutes 49 seconds. You don't want to talk about it yet, but we might see a little mercy roll. 6-0. You get a 6-0, a 7-1, an 8-2. You're up 6 points. That's the end of the match. Alrighty, Sparks, Cheeto up to the middle there. Chief at that W. And Switches staying at the God, really getting pinned down. Reflex doing a great job holding that lane so he can't get into the snake. Bosco running up the field, picks off one. Looks like Sparks does get him. Chief shoots back at Bosco. They do a great job getting into the snake. Daddy up into there, and then looks like Drizzle shooting across the field into that W. We got a 3-1. We got a match. We got a comeback brewing. It ain't over. Fat Lady ain't singing. Let's get after it, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's see how aggressive we get again. Really playing a lot of pocket paintball here. Snapshot, whatever we're going to call it tonight. Not getting too aggressive on the breakouts, keeping your bodies alive. Looks like Chief has a great crossfield shot into Drizzle's can there, not letting him get too much. Looks like Drizzle's just shooting down the tape, not letting him get wide on the Dorito side. Bosco moving up through the middle, getting a little bit aggressive, picks off one, almost gets team killed. Sparks moving back up to the middle, knows where he is. And looks like Chief does pick off Bosco, wrapping the bunker a little bit too much. I don't know if anyone saw Switches get into the snake, up into the snake one, and he takes out Drizzle. And then it's just Switches against Daddy, and Sparks takes him out from across the Dorito side. Looks like we got a little smack talking going on here in the chat here. A lot of team movement, a lot of people getting ready for that second half of the season. Some changes happened, and some things went down. We'll leave it at that. Looks like we're taking a quick time out here, 4-4. We'll just kind of take a look at the field. Let's walk through. Snake side's got quite a few fantastic lanes. You can get up into that snake too. Really taking a look at the can at center W. You can pop up right over that Aztec, that tower, whatever we're calling that. Got a couple of views. If you can get up into the 50, really looking good. Nice and safe. Not too much that can shoot for you. The only disadvantage of the snake on this field is you don't have that snake corner. You don't have that guy behind you just shooting down the tape, making sure you can stay nice and safe. We'll pop over to the Dorito side, see what we're looking at. Big bunker here is getting into this little Dorito. You get up into here, you can shoot across at the inside of that God bunker, really holding down the snake. And if you get gutsy enough, you can make it up into that baby, up into the D3, and you got an awesome shot to hold down that snake. Nothing really to do with a cross shot, but once you get up the field this far, you're going to get after it. Looks like we are back, we are ready. Get some players out here on the field. Here we go. 3 minutes, 2 seconds. 4-1. Sparks, Cheeto, Chiefs, Switches off the bench. Putting in some work right now. follow switches out here to the wide side. Looks like he picks off one from across the field. That's Bosco looking to reflex down at the W. Gets two. Daddy up into that god. Switches moving down the snake quickly. Let's follow him all the way through. Looks like he gets him. And not quite a 3-pack yet. He's got a drizzle over there in the Dorito. Got to keep an eye on him. Daddy up into the snake one. Look for a foot. Nothing quite to shoot at. Daddy playing that Dorito or that snake one. Fantastic. Oh, and he gets picked off. Alrighty, guys. We're down to a 2-on-2. Sparks up into that Dorito 50. Looks like he picks off a drizzle. It's just Daddy left in the snake one. Oh, he does pick off Sparks. We're down to a 1-on-1. Snake one versus snake one. Chief moving out wide. Daddy moving to the inside of the thing. And he gets picked off. Chief's just a little bit psyched up with that one. 5-1. That's an important point right there. Gives you a little bit of cushion. Can play a little bit slower. Don't really need to go after those points, but they can taste it. They can taste that mercy rule. They want to get every bit of point they can after that loss in the first round. Alrighty, A-Drizzle out to the cam. Bosco shooting across, picks off Chief, trying to get a little aggressive up to the cam. Switch is doing a good job at that guy. Bucker shooting it back across the field. Not quite sure what he's shooting at. Going back right and left, just dropping paint. You're not paying for it. It's virtual. Nothing to worry about here. Alright, Cheeto making a move up into the middle. Bosco gets picked off by switches. Cheeto still in the middle. A-Drizzle up into that Dorito 1. Daddy picked off, and we're down to a 2-on-1. Sparks shooting the outside of the Dorito. Switch is still back at the god. He's got a shot from the inside, but Sparks moving up the Dorito side here quickly. Looks like A-Drizzle does pick him up, though. Sparks shooting the inside, not letting him get up. A-Drizzle pretty pinned down. Sparks coming around the outside, and he gets him. Great shot over the top. Alright guys, we do want to keep this semi-professional here in the VRML chat. Please take that to your own conversation. I do not want to have to disable the chat here. Keep this nice and professional, please. Alright, Sparks, Cheeto, Chief gets picked off. Oh, Switches got picked off, excuse me. Looks like Cheeto making a run up the middle. It's a 2-on-4 situation. Sparks into that Dorito 1. Chief still at the W, shooting over the top. A little aggressive. Gets up into the god and just not the right move to have there. It's 6-2. Sunshine State was the first match. Thank you, B-House, for chiming in there. And we are currently at German International. A-Drizzle with the cam. Bosco up into the tower. Reflex picked off from home by Chief. Great shot over the top there. Daddy just loves shooting across the field there. Really gives an opportunity for switches to get up into that snake. No one is shooting that way at all. And he looks like he's looking for it. He makes it into the snake 1. A-Drizzle moving up into that Dorito, and it looks like Daddy gets picked off. Switch is still in the snake 1. I don't think anyone knows he's there. Sparks up into the D wedge, and Chief goes down the middle behind that can. Switches gets 1, gets 2. Oh, that looks like that was the right call. Jake from State Farm is a pretty good player on his own, but Switches coming in and showing his worth. Point after point. Let's take a look here if we can get what we got here. All right. Switches 12-5, 2.4 KD right now, looking good off the bench. Sparks, Cheeto, Chief. Cheeto does pick off 1 across the field. A-Drizzle back into that D1. He just hold that lane. That seems that snake is really the powerhouse here today. He makes a move up the middle, trying to get some kills. 7-2 on the verge of a mercy, but not quite there yet. A-Drizzle making a move up into the middle. Switches up into the snake. Cheeto pushing hard on the snake side. It looks like A-Drizzle gets picked off up the middle. Sparks gets 1, gets 2, and that is it. That's a mercy. Call the doctor. It's over. Well, y'all, we're going to round 3. Round 3 for all the marbles. Looks like Jake from State Farm might be staying on the bench here. Cheeto 5-8, Chief 5-6, Switches 13-5. What a showing! And Sparks staying quiet over there, but getting his kills 9-4. Great work there. And we got A Drizzle with a 1 reflex. Struggled on that one. 1 and 8. And Bosco is 6 and 9. Not quite the numbers you need to win a VRML match here. Let's see if they can turn it around on map 3. Alright, looks like we are going to Dab 2022. One of my favorite fields in the VRML. Fun to watch. At Dorito side can be tricky, but very rewarding if you can get out wide. This wedge here is a great shot across at the snake, but not much to see down the tape, so you got to get out into the Doritos. But it is not easy to do so. Let's see how these teams play it. There it is. A Drizzle makes it out to the D1. Sparks up into the D2. Cheeto shooting up through the middle. Looks like Bosco picks him off. Great move to that wedge. Reflex up into the snake. And Dad D shooting the outside of the God bunker. Sparks making a move up the middle. Gets one. Shoots back inside and gets picked off by Bosco. Bosco with some heads up plays right now. Reflex coming back to the middle. Needs to shoot outside into the snake. Switches, makes a move. Gets one. And just barely misses opportunity. Bosco saved that. That's a 3-pack. That looks good. That's what you need. Quick timeout. Oh, it looks like somebody dropped from DOA. We do have timeouts that everyone can use per match. So we're going to kind of just hang out here for a minute. Take a closer look at this Dab field for the folks at home. I know a lot of you guys are part of the VRML. Some of you guys just kind of chiming in, taking a look at what this game is all about. Snakeside, corner juice box. Interesting, almost like a stand-up bunker. But you can't quite see over this lip as you're sitting there. So you got to get a little bit low, shoot down the tape. You got a great view. Nothing really to worry about on the inside. Easy bunker to get up in here into the snake if you can. That being said, great shots also. Get comfortable to wrap it just a little bit. Take a look at that home bunker or that other stand-up juice box on the snake side of the field. Again, going back to the reward that you can get from the Dorito side, you saw Switch just try to make a move up it. He got close, but Bosco was on top of his game at that center wing, center, I don't know what you want to call that. But again, this D1 here, crucial bunker because you can peek to the inside and take a look at home. Drop a body there, but you can also take a look inside this bunker at the D1 or outside the bunker, giving you a lot of different variables in which you can play it. You really are feeling lucky, you can get all the way out here. Not too much to see, not quite worth the risk, but you can make it. You can hold down quite a few lanes. All right, we're back to 4-on-4 action, and we'll be back on the field here shortly. Alright guys, I am going to say it one more time in the chat. Please keep this VRML specific. I understand we're having a great conversation in there, but we do want to keep this as professional as possible. Talking about the sport, about the game. Behost, my amazing voice. Do appreciate the love there. But let's focus back on this match. Round 3. We have a score of 1-0, 4 minutes, 37 seconds left, and we're going to watch a point from the air. And we're off. Bosco gets picked off early. Daddy gets one. A Drizzle, Dorito side's wide open. Spark starts taking off a bite. Cheetah running up with him. Reflex trying to get into the snake, and that's a quick point. That's it. It's over. 1-1. 4 minutes, 28 seconds. Round 3. Dab 2022. Looking outside the God, make sure no one gets into the snake. Chief also looking at the snake side. Cheeto up into that center cannon. Sparks moving up that Dorito side fast as can be as always. Bosco is looking inside, gets picked off by Sparks. Reflex out of the snake, and that's another quick point. Quick point. Look at them talking to each other. Great communication. What are you guys having for dinner? Now, what are you having for dinner? That's not what we're talking about here on the paintball field, but it could be. You never know. A little lasagna, maybe some steak, some corn on the side. Sounds good to y'all. All right, what are we going to answer with? 2-1. Back at it. Got to stop that Dorito push. Bosco moving out to the outside. Gets in there nice and easy. Spark staying inside. Drizzle holding down that outside Dorito. Fantastic lane. You can't drop it, though. Looks like Chief shooting back up the middle. Reflex up into the snake. Looks like he does pick off one. It's a 4-on-3. Keeping their bodies alive. But Cheetos has better field position. Get up into their wing. Picks off Bosco. And Daddy and Reflex stay alive. We're 2-2. Alrighty, Chief hold that Dorito one lane, not letting them get wide. Sparks does make it into the D1 on his own. Cheeto pushing back up into that center wing, whatever we are calling that tonight. Sparks up into the snake, and Chief moving up into the center Aztec. Bosco getting stuck at that wing point after point, and it's just not working for him. They're going to have to figure out a new breakout because they have figured this out. DOA putting up some points, 3-2. Uncle Daddy's Daddy is going to be calling someone else new Daddy here in a minute, unless they have something to answer for. Three minutes, 39 seconds. Here we go. Getting a little aggressive, taking a bite off the snake side. Daddy wrapping that juice box. Bosco up into the ring. Drizzle holding down the D1. Doesn't matter. Sparks has passed it up into the D2 already. Doesn't really. Bosco picked up one, picked up two, trades out. Reflex, Daddy, Drizzle all left. It's a 3-on-1 to get this point back. But does look like we got switches at the home. Like a highlight reel right here. Can we get a 3-on-1 action? Shooting across at the snake. Not quite home, but popping out of the Dorito. Looking outside the Dorito, looking back into the snake. Gets popped 1, 2, and a reflex with a couple extra bonus balls just to assert some dominance. Saying we're back to 3-3. 3 minutes, 4 seconds left. This is what we're asking for. Round 3, DAB 2022. Yes, you got it, Big Germ. Bonus balls. Gave him a couple extra. Bring it home for the fans. Couple welts for the girlfriend. Rub some lotion on it. It's over. Bosco picked off early. Drizzle holding on the D1. Missed that shot every point. Sparks get up into that D1. Cheeto pushing up the middle. Gets Daddy easily, but doesn't see Reflex in the snake. He's going for the buzzer. That hurts. That hurts when you're alive. Didn't know where he was. Cheeto gets an easy point. 4-3. 2 minutes, 49 seconds. It's a good scoring game. Oop, got kicked out. Let's get back in real quick. Let's hope I don't get brought into the point. We'd have an unfair advantage. We're all right. Low view of Chief shooting over into that snake. Reflex popping some balls over, some blind points, and picks off Chief out of nowhere. Cheeto out into the wide Dorito. And back to 4-4, guys. All right, let's get that center view. We're gonna go snake side this time around. Hey, RefBot in the view. Good to see ya. Alrighty, switches. Cheeto gets picked off early. Sparks switches. Daddy up into that God bunker. Reflex holding down the tape fantastically. But Sparks running up that Dorito side comfortably. Let's see, Bosco gets another. Sparks shooting across the field. They have one at home, one in the D1, but Reflex gonna have a great angle at him. Chief trying to get out wide to match him in the snake. Oh, Sparks getting very aggressive, coming up through the middle. Reflex just staying alive, waiting for his opportunity, but Daddy runs down the snake, gets those shots, and we have a 4-5. Looks like Daddy answered. 2 minutes, 8 seconds left. Uncle Daddy's Daddy's. What do we got? All right, Daddy's shooting down the tape, getting out wide. Looks like he picks off one. Switch is still in the corner. Drizzle at the home, shooting down the inside of it. Chief trying to kick a shot at him. At A Drizzle at the home. Daddy getting back out wide. Switches and Chief staying crossed up. Not keeping an eye on that snake at all. Switches tries to put one down the end. Oh, Daddy up into the snake 50. Picks off one. Just switches in a corner. Not the bunker we want to be at. We talked about that earlier here in this point. Not really a great place to be. Not too much to see. Especially if there's someone already in that snake. Oh, he gets him. He gets two. He gets two. Ties it up. Minute 25 left. All right, people at home, who we rooting for? We got DOA, or are we going to see Uncle Daddy's baddies, whatever we're calling them? Let's see it in the chat. DOA on top. We got Nate popping in to give a little bit of a voice. DOA from Big Germ as well. We're about to find out. Minute 23 seconds left. Switches out to the corner. Gets one with a little slide action. Chief, Cheeto, and Sparks all alive. Bosco getting wide on the Dorito side into the D2. Reflex out into the corner of that snake. Makes them move into the snake. We talked about that earlier. Again, fantastic move to be able to get it. Oh, Bosco picks off one. A Drizzle picks off two. Chief and Reflex trade out, and we're down to a 5-6 Bosco from their own Dorito. Getting a little bit jacked up. Minute 4. This might be the deciding point. This might be it. Can they put them away right now? And I think they're calling, nope, no timeout. Maybe a timeout. Let's not get kicked out again here. Don't want to make that mistake twice in one match. Let's get back out onto the field here. Reflex, Daddy, A Drizzle, Bosco. What do we got? Really conservative breakout. A Drizzle holding down that D1. Still hasn't hit that shot yet, but he's keeping him honest. Looks like Sparks does pick off Bosco. Makes it out wide. A Drizzle still shoot at the D1. No one there. Daddy running down the snake side. It's a 2-on-2.
Somebody
no one looking at the
snake.
snake. And it looks like Sparks and Daddy are still shooting at each other. There it is. 5-7. 39 seconds. Not what we were looking for.
Come on, man.
Let's get out of the team chat. All right, 5-7, 39 seconds. They're going to have to push. You push it up the middle or you try to get wide and run down the tape. You got the time to do it. How aggressive are you going to get? Sparks running up there. Gets picked off by Reflex from across the field. Switches also gets dropped. It's a 3-on-1 with just Cheeto running up the middle all alone. There it is, guys. That's it. That's all she wrote. 30 seconds left. 5-8. It looks like Uncle Daddy's Beatties. A new team here to the VRML is going to come out here and get that W. They drop another here. It is a 4-on-3. 20 seconds left. Just got to hold your lane. Chief trying to hold the lane up the middle. Gets picked off and trades out with A Drizzle, and it's a 2-on-1 here. Reflex holding their own into the snake, and Bosco just another kill. Let's take a look at Bosco's box score here. Putting up some numbers here. 14-9. So I'm out here to get some kills. That's exactly what he's doing. 14 seconds left. 5-9. I don't think he can quite come back from this one. Letting the guns roll, trying to push it up the middle, down to a 2-on-1. They get another point. 6-9. They got one back. Just a little too late. We are going to see what we got going on. Couple of points left. We are almost done here for the evening. 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. That's all she wrote. I'm going to check here just so I don't stand corrected, but I believe that will put Uncle Daddy's Beatties at 3 wins, 2 losses here on the season. That's going to put DOA 2 wins, 3 losses. Let's go ahead and check in with the teams and see what we got going on here.
Yeah, GG's, guys.
Hey, great games. Can y'all hear me this time around?
Appreciate you guys.
Yeah, brother.
I'll make a
Thank
lot
you
of
if
y'all
y'all
need anything.
Thank you, Casper, for fucking. I don't mean to cuss. Thank you for casting us Appreciate
Of course, Chief. Let's have a quick
Can't
little
hear him,
talk
though.
here. Bosco,
Yeah.
great performance out there. Chief, great performance out there. Chief, coming into the second half of the year, it's a tough loss to
All right.
have.
Peace out, Chief.
Oh, no,
All right,
just
there's
not
Bosco.
hearing me. That's all right. All right, guys, we got some technical difficulties we'll work on for the next cast. Not sure what's going on, but that's it. Thanks for coming in. Fantastic evening of some 4 fantastic Snapshot, and we'll see you on the field.